Hi guys, and welcome Thruzone.com and welcome back to the MG Comet EV. What is it doing on our channel again? Well, this is our long-term car. We've spent 3 months with it. As of now, we put in almost 1800 kilometers on it. And what do we think of the MG Comet EV? Well, for starters, MG sent us a brand new car which had almost 50 kilometers on the odo, and we've now put in almost 1800 kilometers on it. So let's say around 600 kilometers per month is what we put on this car. We've charged it multiple times through our home outlet, and that is what the car is. It's a brand new car with a lot of details I can tell you about, because this new car has been delivered to us with whatever the customer has been delivered with. What are those things? How is the car? Let's find out. So starting from the boot, I can tell you that there are a lot of things here that I want to show. That is why I've taken the boot up, and let's just put these seats down and tell you that you get this with the car. What is this exactly? This is the air pump for the puncture repair kit, to make sure that you can do all of that on your own if you're stuck in a situation which you will not be in the city area. But if you're planning to move out to a certain extent, then this is great. You've got a car cover with this as well, which is fantastic. And this is of course the case for the charger, which is lying there. 3.3 kilowatt charger that you're well aware of, that I've spoken about in my review. And this is the big thing. This is the wall mount charger that you get with this car. It's an entire assembly that you can see inside here, and yes, that's how it looks like on the inside. So this makes sure that you can fit your charger anywhere in your society if you can, and enjoy charging very easily. We don't need this because we have a home setup already done for some other vehicle, so we are using this. We're not using this, we are using that itself. And let's keep it there. This is something that I'm very curious to tell you about. This is what you might think is just a plain cloth, but this is what the car was wrapped in entirely. These seats and the front seats, as you can see, it's here as well. It's sort of a degradable sort of tissue paper material, which is a cloth material as well, which is much better than plastic. All the new cars that you've seen all this while are wrapped in plastic like this, but this car seats and everything inside was wrapped in this, and as you can see, it is degrading on its own quite well. It will not harm the environment. It is not plastic, and this is something that only MG is doing, at least with the Comet, to make sure that their EV is truly as sustainable as possible, which is downright brilliant. And this is the first aid kit. This is of course the warning triangle that you need if you need to stop in the middle of the road. This is the small toolkit that you get, and yeah, that's about it. Something that's been falling off a lot is this cap that you can see, which is mounted on the seat belt. This has been coming off again and again. That is why we have tucked it here. And yeah, that's what you get with the car. So a lot of things that you will not come to know easily, you can finally know what you can get with the car. I think this is delivered directly from the factory, and this is quite clearly a very good move by MG. Take the seats up very easily, just like that, and that is what you get with the MG Comet EV. Let's discuss what are the things that we've noticed over the last 3 months while driving this car, and conclude on the other aspects and what the MG Comet is all about after all. So let's begin with the range and charging part. It is always taken 5 hours at max to charge from 20% to 100% on this car via the AC charger that we have, and it has always delivered around 190 kilometers of range. It can reach 195 or 200 if we drive a little bit nicely and sanely and use less AC, but I think 185, 190 is still spectacular for a car that is so good when it comes to offering comfort and convenience and the kind of performance you get from this MG Comet EV. So what has the MG Comet EV been like for the last couple of months with us? Like I said, we put in just around 1800 kilometers on it. We've driven it in multiple scenarios, charged it multiple times, and what kind of experience do we have? Well, to begin with, the couple of issues that I have is that the water in the wiper gets over rather quickly, because I do use it much more than anybody else would, because I get into dusty conditions at time, and I really like my windscreens completely clean. So that is something that I've been topping up from time to time. Secondly, the tire pressure monitor doesn't seem to be working efficiently, because I filled up the required air pressure, set it properly, and despite that the warning is still on since quite some time. The alignment for the steering is slightly off, even in a couple of months, because the tires are very small. We've gone through certain bad roads and so at certain times, so I think the alignment is a little bit off, and I think that is fine for a car of this size, or because this is something new, and will take some time getting used to, but it shouldn't be a problem that will reoccur again and again, that is for sure. This is a one-off thing is what we've been told. The service couldn't happen, but what we've seen is a software update come in which is claiming to have more performance, better efficiency, and how the ride modes are calculated. So the eco mode earlier felt a little bit too calm and too it borderline felt like it was really choked when it comes to putting out the power. Now it feels much more linear and much better, and at the same time it feels like it's an eco mode. So I think the calibration seems to be right. Sport mode also feels much more linear and much more well calibrated. It just feels like the torque being delivered is much better, and in terms of efficiency, we don't see much happening, because the range the range claim has also gone up, but I don't think we've seen a range increase in the last 20-25 days. We've been holding on to this report because of the software update. We've charged it only once after that, and we've not seen a big change or even a relatively small amount of change in how the range behaves in that aspect. Largely everything continues to be the same. You have 3 recuperation modes, 3 driving modes, and all of this makes it something that is really nice to have in a car of this size, price, and because certain cars don't even get ride modes even today in ICE cars. So thanks to EV, you're getting all of that rather easily, and it's here on a car of this size. And the brakes, of course, recuperation happens on its own, and the brakes can feel a little bit spongy, because like most EVs are. But since here the wheels, tires, brakes are all very small, it feels like a little bit scary, but of course it's not. There is enough stopping power all the time for you, and that is brilliant. Needless to say, this car is extremely easy to live with. No start stop button, just come in the car, sit on the seat, the motor gets activated, press the brake, put it in drive, and go. So that's pretty brilliant. Keyless entry enhances that aspect quite well, and this car is just too easy to drive. You can close any gap, you can keep on moving all the time, and I can tell you something, is the fact that you will quite literally reach everywhere at least 10 minutes earlier than how you used to be in a normal car, because it can fit all the gaps, and takes all those it can fit in anywhere, and get you out of situations, get you out of traffic also to a certain extent, and I think that is always welcoming in our situation. It also helps you in parking in unimaginably beautiful ways, is how I like to put it. And my team says that I am exaggerating that effect, but trust me, parking my own car, parking any other car, the big ones or the medium ones, it can be a bit of a pain right now, but with the Comet that is not an issue. While driving, rear wheel drive means that it is very confident to drive. The steering is on the front wheel, so it gives you good amount of confidence while driving. In terms of the couple of questions that we've gotten, I put that short video already live on our Instagram and YouTube, is that people want to know whether it feels safe while driving, and is it safe. So these are two different questions. Does it feel safe while driving? Yes, of course, it's rear wheel drive, power goes to there, and front does the steering, so you don't have torque steer, you don't have all of that confusion going on the front wheels, and that's what makes it a very easy car to drive, fun car to drive, and much more confidence inspiring car to drive than any other front wheel drive small car also. So that is a fantastic thing to have. And is it safe? We don't have crash test ratings yet, but ABS EBD traction control, ABS EBD and impact lock openers are on offer, along with reversing camera and sensors. What else can I tell you about? The stability is good enough. The ride can be a bit jittery at times, over certain patch of road. Most of the time it is acceptable, but what you sacrifice is what you gain in the sacrifice in some amount of comfort. You gain that in a lot in convenience. This is a really convenient car to live with on a daily basis. I cannot emphasize enough on that aspect. It is really a very convenient car. It is fun in its own way. It is convenient in every single way. The Comet solves a lot of problems. Our car market has just started to evolve. There are a lot of cars on the road. The roads are not big enough yet to accommodate all of that, and that is where the Comet steps in. It will be a smart person's first car. It will be a second car for a lot of people, because once you realize that this car is so good, yes, it does grab attention. Some people might like that, or some people not. You can do with this white color, which is still not as eye-catch as possible to a certain extent. But if you get the green and the black and everything, that is going to garner even more attention, because while driving at night, the LED bars and the LED lights at the front does just really take things forward very take things forward in terms of getting all of the attention right. So I guess that's how our long-term MG Comet has been. It has a bit of knickknacks, but it is a little bit low on comfort, thanks to the seats and the ride quality and all of that. But if you're going to stick into the city, most city roads are getting better after all. This is a great car to have. There is very little sacrifice. There is a lot of convenience to gain, and I cannot emphasize enough how good this car is and how it changes the game when it comes to the entry level car segment in the EV world. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you still have some questions, put them in the comment section below. Until then, thank you and goodbye.